welcome to Black and White Week. I hope you've enjoyed the little clips you've seen on our first 3 weeks, from things like Monsters Inc. to Mr. Rogers to last week where we did Cartoon Week with characters like Bullwinkle and Bugs Bunny and Goofy. This week I've decided to focus on some of my favorites from the black and white era. Hope you enjoy them. Oh, and don't forget to learn something about math. You need to do that too. And you can watch me work some of the math problems in this lesson. Oh, and don't forget Scruffy. And here's a picture of my family on Easter. We're posing in front of a red bud tree, but you can't see the red because we're black and white today. Our objectives today, we're doing angle relationships in circles, and it is to find the measure of angles formed by lines that intersect circles and to use angle measures to solve problems. This is a theorem we'll be working with first, and it says that an angle is equal to half its intercepted arc, and that's when the vertex is on the circle, so half the intercepted arc. So, number one, we have the measure of angle DAB we're finding, and you can see it cuts off a 140 degree arc. So we're going to do 1/2 of 140 degrees. That tells us our angle is 70 degrees. 70 degrees. So remember, a central angle cuts off an arc that's equal to it. The angle that has its vertex on the circle is going to be half of that arc. So the next one, measure of arc AC, and that cuts off a 27 degree arc. So we're looking for the arc, so it's 2 times 27 degrees, and the angle is 27. So 2 times 27 degrees is 54 degrees. So if you're looking for the angle, half. If you're looking for the arc, times 2. So this time we're looking for the arc again, measure of arc PN. And remember, PN, that's the minor arc, so that's going around the short way. And so that matches up with the 61 degree angle, and so we'll double that. 2 times 61 is 122 degrees. Number 4, we're looking at the measure of angle MNP, and MNP cuts off a major arc there, doesn't it? 238 degrees. So looking at that. So the angle that we want to get, remember, if we're looking for the angle, we do half of the arc. So 1/2 of 238 degrees. And that comes out to be 119 degrees. Use that to do those. And then if the vertex is on the inside of the circle, we have a new rule. We're going to do arc plus arc divided by 2. And when I do it this way, it kind of looks like a face. See the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the chin. And so remember, arc plus arc divided by 2. So we're looking for the measure of angle STU, and we're going to do arc plus arc, and we're going to divide by 2. So 104 plus 30 divided by 2. So 134 divided by 2, and that will equal, let's see, 67 degrees. So 67 degrees is our answer for the measure of angle STU, arc plus arc divided by 2. Okay, let's go on to number 6. Number 6, we're looking for the measure of angle HFG, and so it's got the arcs that cuts off on both sides. So we'll do 23 plus 59 and divide it by 2. So add those two together, and that's 82, and divide by 2, and so 41 degrees. 41 degrees. Number 7 is a little trickier. We're going to do the measure of angle NPK, but notice that the angles that NPK cuts off are not given. So what we're going to do is we are going to find out the other two angles added, 111 plus 61. We're going to subtract that amount, which is 172. We're going to subtract that from 360. And what's left will have to be the two arcs that get cut off by our angle. So we get 188 degrees. And so we will do 188 degrees, and that represents our sum divided by 2. And so that will give us our 94-degree angle. All right, you're going to get to see a clip now. Use this to do our examples 1 and 2.
Here we go again, Junior. We're off on the road to Morocco. This taxi is tough on the spine.
Beats the bus, huh, Junior?
Beats me. Where we're going, why we're going, how can we be sure? I'll lay you 8 to 5 that we meet Dorothy Lamour.
So this is the next one. Notice that each one of these vertices are outside the circle. Not on it, not inside it, outside it. We'll change our rule this time. Arc minus arc divided by 2. Not arc plus arc. Still makes a face there, but it's arc minus arc divided by 2. So number 8, we are going to find our angle. And it's going to be 161 minus 67 divided by 2. By the way, the guys on the Campbell there are Bing Crosby and Bob Hope, and this is The Road to Morocco. They did a bunch of road movies, a little fun. All right, so 161 minus 67 is 94. Divide that by 2, and we get 47 degrees. So if it's all based upon where our vertex is, inside the circle, on the circle, outside the circle. Outside the circle, we do arc minus arc divided by 2. So number 9, this one, we are trying to find x. And we're given the 238, but not the other part. But it all has to total 360, doesn't it? So we'll do 360 minus 238, and that gives us the other arc. So 122. So 238 minus 122 over 2. And that's 116 divided by 2, which will give us 58 degrees. 58 degrees. All right, let's move on to number 10. Number 10, this time they gave us the angle, so we'll put that in, 27, and that equals arc minus arc divided by 2. So x minus 40 divided by 2. So we'll just multiply times 2 both sides to get rid of that divided by 2. So 54 is equal to x minus 40, and we'll add 40. And that's going to give us 94 for our angle. Let's see another clip.
Off on the road to Morocco. Hang on till the end of the line. I hear this country's where they do the dance of the 7 bells. We tell you more, but we would have the censor on our tails. We certainly do get around. Like Webster's dictionary, we're Morocco bound.
So here's a summary chart of all we learned. It all based upon where that vertex is, right? And we're going to do our word problem now. By the way, Bing Crosby, famous for White Christmas. Bob Hope, famous for Entertaining Troops. And they did all these road movies together. All right, so this one, we've got a satellite above the Earth, and it's going to set up for arc minus arc divided by 2. So we know 38 degrees is the angle. We're trying to figure out the arc that it sees on the horizons there. Notice that it is 360 minus x would be major arc ACB, and then if we subtract off x, that would be minor arc AB. So we're doing that divided by 2. So we can double and get 38, and that's going to equal 360 minus 2x. Now we'll subtract 360 from 776. So let's turn that upside down and we'll get our negative angle. 360 minus 76 comes out to be, let's see, that is 284. So this is going to be negative 284 is equal to negative 2x. And we'll just divide by negative 2 now. And we get positive 142 degrees. So 142 degree arc there. You have a great day, and see the last clip here.
We're off on the road to Morocco. Look out, well, clear the way, 'cause here we come. The men eat fire, sleep on nails, and saw their wives in half. It seems to me there should be easier ways to get a laugh. We're off on the road to Morocco, and somewhere I feel kind of numb. For any villains we may meet, we haven't any fear.
Paramount will protect us 'cause we're signed for 5 more years.
We certainly do get around. Like a complete set of Shakespeare that you buy at the corner drugstore for $1.98. We're Morocco bound. Or like a volume of Omar Khayyam that you buy at a department store at Christmas time for your cousin Julia. We're Morocco bound.
No more classes, no.
Say goodbye to Scruffy. And you guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.